What's going on? We back with another one, and I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe and share, and tell your friends about that money, man. You already know it. I'm telling you, man, the Browns hit a home run last night. If y'all was in the live for 4 hours with me, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. And this is the look that you get when you look like you done got a steal in the draft. This the look you got when you just, I think we just robbed them. This that look to, well, they ain't ready. I don't think they know what we doing. They ain't ready. I'm telling you, man, look here. Shedeur about to eat. Shedeur about to cook. Shedeur is about to cook. Spencer Fano and KC Concepcion arrive. I'm telling you, man, this is about to be a new day in Cleveland, and they don't even know, man. You already know the Cleveland media was already being negative and everything, drafting KC Concepcion. But I'm telling you right now, man, I believe in Andrew Berry and Todd Monken. Everything they doing, man, I believe in it, and they ain't lied to me, and they ain't told me to think otherwise. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing, and plus they got 9 picks left in the draft. People so worried about the first round that they ain't even realizing that they came out on top. They ain't even realizing that the LA Rams was the worst pick. They had the worst pick in the draft. They don't even realize that, but everybody want to talk about KC Concepcion. I'm telling you, man, dude can ball. Dude can ball. Now, the only thing is, where he gonna be 3 years from now, just like Andrew Berry said. But I done told y'all that. I done told y'all it's going to take 3 to 4 years to actually see what a player can be in the NFL. Don't nobody come in the league dominating straight from the jump and continue that with consistency. You know what I'm saying? A player going to have a down year. Yeah, Jaden Daniels came in, let the league on fire. Second year, injury rhythm. You know, sophomore season, not that good because he was hurt a lot. Now, the third year, we about to really see what's going to happen. Same thing with Caleb Williams. Came in the league, first year, so. Second year, blew the top off the thing. Got the Chicago Bears to the playoff. Bryce Young, been in the league. First year, up and down. Second year, okay. Third year, we about to see. I'm telling you, man, you can't hit a home run on every pick and expect every pick you pick gonna be legit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these players, they hit and miss. First round, second round, third round, all the way to the 7th. As you can see, Shedeur Sanders, 5th round draft pick. Tom Brady, 6th round draft pick. Brock Purdy, 7th round draft pick. So just because you get draft a quarterback in the first round, just because you get a guy in the first round, does not mean that they're going to be a hit. But if you do your research, if you do your due diligence, and you go study a guy, do your analytics, whatever the Browns do, that's what I think they did in this draft. And I think they got the best 2 players and really the ones they really wanted, man. So then they got extra draft value. So they ended up with 11 total picks after they traded back. They ended up with 11 total picks, and then they got 9 after they used them first 2 last night. So now the Browns, they about to load up. They got the 2nd round pick, then they got 2 3rd round picks tonight. So they got 3 picks tonight. So we're going to see what the Cleveland Browns do and what they add to this locker room. And I'm expecting them to add to the receiving room and the offensive line room with at least 2 of these picks, and probably go defense with 1 of them, or maybe even defense with 2 of them, and add some to the offense on the 4th to the 7th round. But you know, who really knows? We because whatever the Cleveland media thought what was gonna happen, it didn't happen at all, man. And I told y'all, they searching, they 0-17. They 0 for 17, and they coming out with some foolery already, talking about who you think, what quarterback you think Cleveland gonna draft. They for some reason, the Cleveland Browns, Andrew Berry and Todd Monken, Jimmy Haslam, and JW in there, all of them was in there. They drafting a tackle and a receiver should tell you they building around Shedeur. That should tell you straight from the jump. But they so negative, they can't even see it. But Chase Daniel said it right here, man. You know I don't like Ancho right here, but he got two people up here that's being positive.
With our 12-year NFL vet, all-pro wide receiver, TJ Houshmandzadeh. Instant reaction to the Browns draft in KC.
That's something they need. And it's crazy because when you watch him on TV and you see him, you look and say, oh, he really not that big. And then you see him in person. I seen him at the combine. I'm like, oh, buddy, a little bigger than he looked off on TV. I mean, 5'11", but he's not. He looks super thin on TV.
Yeah.
And he weighed like 195. So I'm like, oh, buddy got good size, and we know he can run. So for the Cleveland Browns, Todd Monken, it's can he be the go-to guy? Because that's what they need. And to me, it's either going to be him or Isaiah Bond.
Yeah.
Because last year, 2 years prior, Jerry Jeudy looked like, okay, he was ascending to what many thought he would be when he had come out from Alabama. And then he took a step back this past season. And so they're going to need Concepcion to be, at worst, a high-level number 2 if this offense is going to take off. But he can run. He's quick. And although he does look small on TV, he's not as small as he looks. When I saw him in person, I was like, oh, okay. But he do got some nice size on him, but good route runner, real good quickness, and he can run. It's now mentally, how is he going to adjust to the NFL game? How is he going to adjust to this press coverage? Because you play a lot of teams, you're going to get man a lot. They just go, man, can you beat them? And if you show that you can beat press coverage, now you're respected, and now things will become easier.
I like the Browns draft a lot. Spencer Fano, and then this guy right here, KC Concepcion. We told you, and we talked about it. How would they feel, the Browns feel, at the beginning of the draft if you went offensive tackle receiver? They're all in on Shedeur Sanders, bro. Like I'm telling you, they got an offensive tackle, and they got this receiver, and he is 5'9", 182. He looks small, plays bigger than it is. But look at his production, 28 touchdowns in 38 college games. Production is production, bro. And that cupboard is not bare whatsoever on the offensive skill players for the Cleveland Browns. You got Quinshon Judkins, you got Fannin, you got Jeudy, who Monken told the reporters that he feels like Jerry Jeudy's going to get to Jerry Jeudy from 2 years ago. Then you have KC. Like, bro, there's players to throw to. And then you address the offensive line. You get 2 starters in day one. In my opinion, it makes a lot of sense for me. Like, it really does. So I like this quite a bit. Oh, look at the Bears pick.
How excited?
I'm telling y'all right now. I don't want to hear that fool. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Chase Daniel just said it. Chase Daniel just said it. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about that money, man. You already know. But Chase Daniel just said it, man. They got 2 two starters. Give it out now. They got 2 starters in the first round. You got your left tackle, and then you got a receiver. And Andrew Berry is not done. Just think about it, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to give y'all a little sneak peek because we're going to talk about it tonight. Don't forget, we can still live stream it tonight for the second and the third round of the draft. The draft starts at 7 o'clock. But we will be live starting at 6:45, so I can give y'all some more sneak peeks of what's going on. But I'm telling you right here, look at this right here, man. I don't know how good y'all can see it, but these players right here, best available. This is what you still got. Some of these players still ranked in the top 50. And one of them ranked in the teens, 2 of them ranked in the teens, in the 20s. They fell to the second round. So somebody about to get a deal. Somebody about to get a good value pick in this second round. Now, when we look at the receivers, Andrew Berry not done, man. You still got Denzel Boston, Bernard, Antonio Williams, Malachi Fields, DeJon Sterling. That's the pick I would like. Chris Bell, Deion Burks, Elijah Stratt, Ted Hurst, Chris Brazel, Branch, Ben Thompson, Bryce Lance, Kendrick Law. You got a lot of receivers that's still in this draft that they could add to this receiving room. I'm just talking about the receiving room right now. But also, I told y'all, it's 2 veterans that's still free agents that I think Andrew Berry going to at least call them. You're going to have to at least call them and see what's up. Just imagine but when Andrew Berry add another receiver in this draft to this receiving room, then he go and get a vet, and y'all know the 2 vets that I done named, but it's really 3 now. Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, and Deebo Samuel. If you go get Deebo Samuel right now, he make that receiving room better by himself. But now you done added KC Concepcion. You about to draft another one. Then you add Deebo. Then you see Chase Daniel just said you got Harold Fanning. you got the Jag, even though I wouldn't even be worried about him. But I'm telling you, Cedric Tillman and Corley gone. That's why I said, but new coach, new team, new vibe. I'm going hard every play. Because my job on the line, because I know they drafting the receiver. Now they got one. But that's just the iceberg. You still got DeAndre Hopkins out there. Like, it's a vet that the Browns can add on top of these young players to bolster up and really solidify that receiving room. And not only that, they're going to double dip or maybe even triple dip on some linemen. I'm expecting them to get at least 2 more linemen. And I wouldn't be mad if they drafted 2 more receivers. But I know they're going to get at least 1. I know they're going to draft at least 1. But I wouldn't be mad if they double dipped and got 2 more receivers because they picked up them extra draft picks. They got 2 third rounders now. They got 1 second round and 2 third rounders now. Then they still got their 4th rounder and 2 5th rounders. Then they got a 6th and a 7th. Come on now. They about to cook. They fixing this team in one offseason. Like I told you, it don't take long to fix this team. If they really about what they talking about, they can go ahead and fix it. Ain't no drafting no Ty Simpson with the 13th overall pick. We're going to get to him in a minute because I got something for y'all. I'm just going to give you a little preview because the one that been here, y'all already know about the collateral collusion, or just say the collusion that happened to Shedeur last year during this time in the draft. How about they done did the opposite? They done flipped the script and did the opposite for Ty Simpson. We're going to get to it in a minute. But before I get to that, man, I'm telling you, you can see the difference in the draft calls, man. You can see the difference from last year in the draft war room when they was picking Shedeur. I'm just talking about Shedeur right now. I ain't talking about the 1st round. I'm just talking about Shedeur. You can see the difference in the excitement in them drafting these players that they done work so hard scouting and analyzing.
Spencer, how we doing, buddy? How we doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Hey, did you like your road trip from Indianapolis to Cleveland last month?
Oh, I loved it. Loved it.
You want to come back?
I'd love to come back.
Hey,
I'd love to come back.
I promise we'll put you on a plane this time, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait.
Hey, man, we're going to take you off the board. We are so excited to have you here. You've been one of the guys that we've targeted from very early in the process. We think you have the potential to be a franchise left tackle for us. And I'd say this. The other thing is you're a culture setter, and you'll be extremely additive for our offense and our team. And we think that you can be a foundational player for this organization. So we're really excited to take you off the board right here, and we can't wait to get going with you when you come in.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm gonna give you to Coach Monk here. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Congrats.
What's up, Coach?
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm jacked. We are jacked.
I am too. I am too.
I can't wait to go see Coach Warhop. I can't
Yes,
wait.
sir.
He couldn't stop wearing us out, so we got to get Spencer. Couldn't stop wearing us out. Congratulations. Well
Thank you so
deserved.
much, Coach. Thank you so
Yep,
much.
you bet.
Thank you.
Spencer, what's going on, man? It's JW. Good to see you again, brother.
How are you?
Man, excited. Yeah, I can tell you're fired up and really happy.
Oh,
What a great
let's
moment
go.
for you guys.
Let's go.
Hey, go enjoy it with your family, man. We're fired up. Can't wait to see you, meet you in person, get you here tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, brother. Congrats.
Thank you.
There it is right there. There it is right there. I'm telling you, man. We gonna watch some clips of Andrew Berry in a minute when he did the little press conference. But what he said, he excited about Fano. He gonna play left tackle. He athletic, he versatile, and he elite. Fano is nasty on the field. Don't let that sweet talk fool you. He said, don't let that sweet talk fool you. He nasty on the field. And that's the type of grit and type of players the Cleveland Browns need. They don't need no pity pat. I'm just going to be honest. They call it titty bumping. That's what they called it when I played. Titty bumping. We don't need none of that. I'm apologize to my ladies in the room, but I'm just telling you some football terminology. When the head coach came to you, he said, when you're playing soft, you need to quit titty bumping. I was just saying what he's saying. You look like Tarzan, but you play like Jane. That's just the terminology that we use on the field. And I'm telling you, they don't need them type players. They don't need them type players. So let Ty Simpson go on. Let all the rest of them, the Cleveland media, who 0 for 17 want it, let them go on. Because they don't need them. And you see what type of time KC already on. I got a grill in. Come on now, you know what type of time he on.
Hey, KC, how we doing, buddy? Hey. You got a lot of people there. That's good. Hey, we are so excited to add you to our team, KC. You're explosive. You have the makeup that we want. You contribute in the kicking game. And I told you when you visited, I was like, I hope you're a Brown. But if you're not, I hope you're playing in the NFC because I don't want to play against you. I'm glad you're on our team. You're going to make a ton of plays for us. And I know we cannot wait to get started, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Hey, I got Coach Monk here. Coach Monk's really excited to talk to you, all right?
Sir, thank you very much, man.
Let's go, big boy. Huh?
Good, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm ready.
Awesome.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm ready.
That's why we wanted you to be a Brown. That's exactly. I know you said you're ready. We're ready too. I get it. We're fired up. No doubt. Can't wait to get you here. Well deserved.
Hey, KC, it's JW Johnson. Good to see you again, buddy. Hey, congratulations, man. Really happy for you. Can't wait to get you here, bro. Hey, you're going to be a Brown for a long time. We're excited. All right, enjoy it with your family. We'll see you soon, okay? Congrats, brother. Yes, sir. Let's go get it. All right.
Now, y'all see the difference in the draft room when you drafting these type players, man. But Todd Monken ain't had to do him like that. Todd Monken know that man stutter. I heard you. I know you. I heard you. he know he stutter. Why Todd had to do him like that, man? I'm telling you, man. This is a real football coach. And they excited, man. And like I said, I believe in Todd Monken that he drafting players for his scheme and his offense that he gonna run. Now, they are ready to compare KC to Zay Flowers from the Ravens. They said the comp, like this is what Andrew Berry said now, the comp to Zay Flowers is some overlap, and hopefully he can be that type player in the next 3 years. And I'm telling you, man, if they could get KC to do what he do and develop in the right way, that what a lot of the Cleveland media don't understand. Like, Todd Monken is a real coach that develop players and want his players to succeed. So he gonna develop KC and Fano the way they need to be developed. He ain't about to have them sitting on the bench behind somebody battling for the second string. And we drafted him in the first round. They not gonna have him battling for the second string, and he gonna end up losing to be the third string, and you picked him 13th of all. That's coming soon. But what I'm saying is, you get a bonus. He said the punt return for KC is a bonus, and Spencer was their top target. I'm telling you, man, when that board came together, they knew what they needed. They knew what they needed. Tom Monken said, we're gonna look at that clip in a minute, but they are the Cleveland Browns, not the Cleveland media, but the organization of the Cleveland Browns already know what's up.
Let's go.
Yep. It's time to take the plunge and get into the National Football League. His long week of waiting to hear his name is over.
Let's go.
Yep. It's time to take the plunge and get into the National Football League. His long week of waiting to hear his name is over.
That's straight. Y'all need to see it. Who posted that? Exactly. The Cleveland Browns. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. They the ones that posted that. Nobody else.
I think one of the cool things about Spencer is you look at how I guess scheme transcendent he's been, because what they did in 24 versus 25 was a lot different in terms of how they structured the run game, how they did, pass pro. And you can see him move, you can see him maul. I think he's very gifted and very versatile in that regard. And, don't be fooled by his kindness when you meet him. Have you guys Zoom with him already? Yeah, don't be fooled by his kindness. He's nasty on the field. I think one of the cool things about Spencer is
there it is right there. He nasty on the field.
And then I'll share one story. When KC visited, I was like, hey, I hope you're a Brown, but if you're not, I sure hope you're in the NFC because I don't want to face you. And then I told his agent afterwards, I was like, hey, everything that kid's about, everything that he's overcome, if he's not here, he just needs to know he's got a fan. I really love the person. And he's obviously a dynamic football player. I'll share one story when KC.
There it is right there, man. Now we looking at KC Concepcion. He prospect grade that they had him at. Will become a good starter within 2 years. 6.42. Right there, you see he got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Prediction score 75, athleticism score 71, and a total score of 77. This is what you really need to look at when you're looking at these prospects, what the NFL project them to be as, and then projection round one, he compared to Doug Baldwin. If y'all don't know who that is, man, he played with the Seattle Seahawks when they won the Super Bowl the first time and should have won the second time. He was on that team, and he was a dynamic but quiet receiver. That means, what I mean by dynamic and quiet, that means he gonna put in that work and do that dirty work and get them yards and catch that ball when you need it. He might not have over 1,000 yards every season, but he gonna be that workhorse to where if you need a go-to guy, he gonna be that one. Now, KC probably could end up being a little bit better than that. It all depends on the development and how bad he want it. Because I told y'all, a coach can only do so much. If the player don't want it, the coach can only do so much. So right now, man, it's looking like they ready. They ready. Because look at this.
The Cleveland Browns, man. What do you like about the Cleveland Browns so far, man?
Everything. My visit there, amazing. I got to actually meet, Shedeur, the receiver coach, the GMs, office coordinators, they're amazing.
To be there. The Cleveland Browns, man. What do you like about the Cleveland Browns so far, man?
Everything. My visit there, amazing. I got to actually meet, Shedeur, the receiver coach, the GMs, office coordinators, they're amazing.
To be there.
I just wanted y'all to hear that twice, because in case you missed it. I ain't mean to do that on purpose, but in case you missed it, he already done met Shedeur, man, on the 30th visit. And I was hearing Shedeur was meeting with all the receivers. So if Shedeur was meeting with all the receivers on the 30th visit, who QB1? It's Shedeur about to cook. He already knew. And he probably done met with some of the other ones that they done met on 30 visits, because as we learned from Daniel, I don't know if I showed y'all that post, but Daniel, one of the trusted reporters, I would say, out there at the Cleveland media, had said that meeting with Spencer Fano or whoever it was wasn't reported. It was one of them linemen or whoever it was, it wasn't reported. It might have been KC. It was somebody they didn't report something. And they didn't know that he had came on a 30 visit. So that should tell you something right there, man. But looking at his stats right here from college, don't mean too much of nothing until you step foot on the NFL field. But 61 receptions, 919 yards receiving, and 9 touchdowns right there, man. I'm telling you, I think they did a good thing picking him up, because you can hear Todd Monken right here.
Worked on and all the draft scenarios we worked on for a couple of days. This was one of them. There was a couple others that came up that weren't nearly as exciting, trading further back, getting picks down the road. Of course, those were just fictional.
Yes,
you
of course.
didn't know if they were going to
Theories,
come
right.
up, but some of them were a little bit like underwhelming as the new head coach. Like, we just keep pushing this down the road. But really, you were hopeful for wide receiver, tackle, whatever order that came in. I think that was pretty obvious to see when you look at the roster. I mean, didn't take a rocket scientist to know where we had holes.
Yeah.
And that should have been the conversation. That was our conversations. That's everybody's conversations. And we hit. I'm really excited about the 2 picks that we got.
He excited. I know he might not sound like
Quick,
it, but he
he
excited.
turns into a.
We got it up though.
Oh, he's lethal.
Yeah,
he's lethal. I did a little overview on him. I think he's a great player. You know, he has return value. He returned a kick against LSU. I hate to say it. It hurts my heart. Catching the football, coming out of the backfield, special teams, everything that he did for his team. I don't expect him to do nothing less.
Mismatch.
Yeah, bro. He's a solid one, man. I think he got a good catch radius. He's quick. He turns into a ball runner.
Yeah,
right away.
Yak is crazy. He could be wide receiver 1. He can play special teams, kick return, punt return, right?
Yep. And listen, he don't have to be wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
He is the perfect type of weapon to put around Defoe or Shedeur.
Yep.
He's the perfect weapon. So a guy that could do it all, Swiss Army knife. Oh,
he can do it all.
Yeah, like
he Concepcion is one of those guys where he plays in the slot. You know exactly what you're going to get. However, there is some questions because of some of the concentration drops. Are you prepared to let a guy not be on your roster because you got some questions and pass up this?
Because I love when he gets the ball in his hands. He's like so aggressive and so yeah, like he is truly going for the home run. Look at this route right here. Boom. Again, throw goes up clean. Now he's gonna run this route just like that, but it's gonna be a little funky because these guys are getting in the wake, and it's really quick, right? And some people may look at this and say that's a sloppy route. Man, it's more of a concept. Look at that catch though. And so him showing me flashes like that he can catch the football, man, I love that. Man, you're really leaving a lot of meat on the bone if you pass this kid up concerned over the concentration drops. That's just my humble opinion.
That's the biggest thing they talking about right now. This negative Cleveland media. They talking about his drops, concentration drop. That means, looking the ball in your hands. And a lot of that time is, you trying to take off and run before you actually catch the ball, man. That can be fixed over time. I don't think that's a big deal, you know what I'm saying? But like literally, if this become a consistent issue and he's not getting better like a veteran like the Jag, then that's a totally different story. You done been in the league long enough to know you shouldn't be having all these drops. But like Andrew Berry said it, up there at the press conference, he said everybody done had drops besides Larry Fitzgerald. If y'all don't know who Larry Fitzgerald is, you need to go Google him. He played with the Arizona Cardinals. The man was a true definition of a possession receiver. If you threw the ball in his area, it was caught no matter what. I don't care who was guarding him. I don't care where the ball was located. If it was in his area, he was going to catch it. But y'all see right here, man, the PFF, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Receiving grade was a 79.9. Yards per route run was 2.46. Drop rate where they be talking about a 10.3%. Contested catch rate 66.7. And then a grade versus man coverage was 78.3. And you see right here what they talking about. He had 7 drops last year. But man, look, if you get a dynamic player, a lot of this stuff in college ain't got to translate because you gonna put your work in as a coach to develop that player the right way and get him up to speed on what he need to do and how he need to play and how you want him to play in your offense. And I think they really found a receiver. But like I said, they still not done. So they're going to get another receiver, man. So just be patient. I can't stand Jerry Jeudy at all, man. Like Steve Smith said it. The man was a jag. Is a jag. Not was, is. But I want to see what Todd Monken can do, because I know he ain't going nowhere. But I want to see what Todd Monken can do with the jag. You know what I'm saying? Can he? Because if you look at Jerry Jeudy's stats, besides what B. Watt said, for the ones that know who that is, but besides what B. Watt said about Jerry Jeudy, a wide receiver one, he the only one I know that said that. Everybody else know Jerry Jeudy only had 1,000-yard receiving season, and he had to have Jameis Winston, a big arm quarterback, to throw the ball downfield, not none of that deacon dump mess that Kevin Stefanski run. That's why if you go to my channel on the Dirty Bird Savage, and when I talk about the Atlanta Falcons, that's why I don't think Drake London gonna have over 1,000 yards this season, just because he running that Kevin Stefanski offense now. But yeah, B Watts is funny, man. Shout out to B Watts. Y'all go subscribe to his channel if y'all ain't subscribed. Sports Talks with B Watts. I'm telling you, man, real funny. He done got real comfortable in front of that camera and done loosen up a little bit. Now look, this Spencer Fano right here, man. We're gonna take a look at this. This against David Bailey. Now, David Bailey, I ain't watched this, so we watching it all for the first time. Hopefully they don't copyright me, but we're gonna watch it all at the same time. And this David Bailey, the second overall pick in the draft that went to the New York Jets versus the number 9 pick that the Cleveland Browns just picked up.
It was Francis versus Cassius. Just in case you didn't see that one, just some clarity here. I'm not going to show every single snap, because some snaps the ball came out quick. Some snaps they were just kind of standing around because the ball went the opposite way, or just something like that, or like it's not a gradable play. So what I pulled is what I call gradable plays. I still encourage y'all to go watch the film yourself so that you can see every single play, but the plays that I'm giving you, I feel like these are the plays with the most impact that we can grade the most. Okay, all right, so we're always going to be looking at the right tackle and the edge that's lined up over him. That is boom and boom. Let's run this for the cardio, man. Bam. Let's see what the business is. Off the rip. Off the rip, we got a little bit of pressure from David Bailey. Let's break this down, see what happens here. Dave is going to give you a little bit of an outside rush there. And Fano, you kind of see Fano kind of measuring and working his hands a little bit and trying to get a feel for where Bailey is. I would rather Fano be a little patient, kind of keep his weapons holstered there. There are times where you do want to feint and kind of show hands as a lineman there, but yeah, I don't know if Fano has the arm length to pull that move off. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But you feint to get Bailey to activate his hands early so that you then react to something else here. I think Bailey was kind of going to activate his hands the same time Fano was activating his, but Bailey gets a long arm to the inside shoulder there. Bam. And we're going to see Bailey kind of get my point here. You're going to see Bailey kind of engage with that outside hand, right? I think this is perfect, because if you're Bailey and you get to this point, I want you to look at a couple of things here. One, Bailey is square with Fano. Why is this important? Because now we're at a point to where Bailey could either work outside and he can evenly work back inside. Also, I think the actual timing of this is look at Fano's base right now. Fano doesn't have a great base right now. Like, it's not wide. Like take a look at this base or that base or that base. Man, we got wide bases across the board here, except for Fano's base. And when you don't have a good base, you're not powerful. You don't have great movement when your base is narrow like this. So really, David Bailey can go whatever direction he want to go. And Fano doesn't have full movement right now. So, of course, boom, Bailey just decides, I'm going to activate your outside hand just to make you feel like I may go that way, but bam, work back inside. And you can't recover because your base looking goofy. Good pressure.
Now, he know more about the offensive line than I do, but at the same time, man, I see something a little different. I'm just telling y'all, you know, what I see. Maybe his set, the way he's set up. I mean, you know who you playing against. Let me tell you this now. They watch film, so you know who you playing against. Now we know David Bailey done went second overall to the New York Jets. We know he wasn't no slouch. So when you be trying to get, some players be trying to get jumps or a head start on certain players, and yeah, it can hurt them. That's what I'm thinking happened in that play. I ain't making no excuse, but I'm just telling you football. That's what I know. So a lot of players when they scout the player they playing against, they know, oh, he like to get off quick. So I'm probably gonna have to cheat a little bit to get out quicker than he is and get set up. So that's probably what he did. But at the same time, y'all see the little delayed route from the running back. Now, I don't know what the protection call was, but for me, looking at my eyes, I'm thinking the running back supposed to went underneath that, or at least checked David Bailey, because that's probably what they did, because they know he was gonna have to block him one-on-one. The running back was probably supposed to help chip David Bailey, and then when he went to chip, the running back went outside. That what made David Bailey jump back inside. No, that's just what I see. That's just what I see. Oh man, you a fool. I started from the beginning. Still I caught up. I heard you, KC, was being interviewed, bro. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But hey, if you new here, man, hit that subscribe button. If you ain't hit that like button, you need to hit that like button right now. And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep saying it for the ones that I already know, y'all already know. But your boy is graduating July 24th. Well, at the end of July. It ain't July 24th. It's the end of July. And I'm accepting donations for anybody that want to do it. You ain't got to do it, but if you want to donate to the cause to help your boy walk across that stage to get these 2 dual master degrees, health administration and business administration, I would greatly appreciate it. Send it to the Cash App. If you want a super chat, you can go ahead to super chat, but send it to the Cash App. Savage AF 21 down there strolling at the bottom, man. It's gonna come up when it say Cash App right there. Savage AF 21. That's what you need to send it to. And I'm telling you, it's been a long 2.5 years. Your boy got a 3.91 GPA. And yeah, I know y'all wonder how Money Man, how you do it, Money Man? You be on live, you been doing this YouTube thing, you been working, you been doing all this, and you mean to tell me you got a hot #1 album out, and you mean to tell me you been in school this whole time? Yeah, I've been in school the whole time. So yeah, that's what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for the one that I already done gave something. But if you feel like you need to unload on your pocket just a little bit more, you want to get blessed, just donate to that Cash App, Savage AF, and don't. That's what it is down there, man. But Shedeur, man, you about to copyright me. But y'all already see it. Shedeur was out there at the draft party last night, and I know he excited. Nah, I don't. I know he excited, man. Y'all see what he doing, throwing up the red. They were playing perfect timing and everything. You can't tell me the Cleveland Browns don't see him. They don't see him as QB1, man. I'm telling you. I don't see how they don't see it. I don't see how they don't see it. He is right here with the kids. Right there with the kid. This lady posted, night made my kid was so disappointed at how long the lines were for autograph signing at the draft party that we decided to just leave a little early, walk into our car. Look who rolled past us. He was so kind and really looked out for my boys. Look at that. Caught him leaving. Look at that. In the car. Where he in? The Cutlass? Boy, in that double R, man. I told y'all, that's my favorite car. I'm telling you right now. Y'all see it. Look. Y'all see it right here. Look. There it is right there in the bottom left. I had to put it on my thing right there. I'm telling you, man. But now, I want to talk about this opposite of this collateral collusion. Y'all already know last year, a whole year ago, to this day, to this point, that Shedeur Sanders got colluded against by the NFL. Shedeur fell from the first round all the way to the 5th round. Now, I don't know if y'all done seen this draft call with the Rams when they drafted Ty Simpson, but I think y'all need to see it if you ain't seen it.
Los Angeles Rams.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. We're sitting here at the 13th pick, so we're going to draft you with that pick. So I'm going to pass you to your new head coach, Sean McVay.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
What's up, Coach?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. Well, congratulations, man. Excited to get to work with you. It's going to be a lot of fun, buddy.
Let's go make history, Coach.
Yeah, no, and hey, enjoy this night, man. You earned it. Have fun. Tell your family we're excited to meet him, and can't wait to get going with you, buddy.
Yes, sir, Coach. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. Coach.
Yeah, no, and hey.
Go make history, Coach.
Yeah, no, and
history, Coach.
Yeah, no, and hey, enjoy this.
History, Coach.
Yeah, no, and
go make history, Coach.
Yeah, no.
Go make history, Coach.
Yeah, no, and hey.
There it is right now, man. If y'all still ain't catch it after I did all that, McVay confirmed Sean McVay. When he first said that, let's go make history, Coach, from Ty Simpson. Yeah, no. Enjoy this one tonight, and we will get to work. It seemed to me like Sean McVay didn't want to draft him. Ty Simpson. Now I want to ask y'all this question, because I was thinking when I played that clip over and over, then I was thinking, then I seen this clip right here. We're going to play this in a minute. Y'all tell me, if I got a veteran quarterback, right? A MVP that just won the MVP in the NFL. Veteran quarterback. I know he old, but he just won the MVP, and we was like a game away from going to the Super Bowl. We was a game away from going to the Super Bowl. How do drafting a quarterback that's going to compete for the second string job help me win this year? Not only that, let me put it in the whole context. What the Rams did. The Rams had traded one of their 29th pick to get a cornerback from the Chiefs. They had 2 picks because they traded their first round pick in 25 to the Falcons. So they had the Falcons first round pick, which was the pick they used to take Ty Simpson at 13. So they originally had 2 picks. So they traded their 29th picks to the Chiefs for their star corner. That's why the Chiefs traded up to 6 to get the cornerback from LSU. And you mean to tell me, with the 13th pick, to help my team win right now, because Master Stafford ain't got too long left to play. We already know that. But to help my team win right now, I'm going to draft a quarterback in the first round that's going to compete with Stetson Bennett for the second string job?
Yeah, I did. I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson. Yeah, I did. I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson. Yeah, I did. I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson.
You draft a quarterback in the first round to compete for the... Look here. Bo Nix got drafted around the same area. I think he was number 10. Let me check real quick so I can get my facts straight when I say it. I don't want nobody, you lied and said he was picked with the 12th overall pick. Bo Nix was picked number 12 overall in the 2024 draft, and he was starter from day one. You pick a player in the first round, quarterback, and he ain't going to be the starter. He got to compete for the second string. So what's going to happen when Ty Simpson don't beat out Stetson Bennett and he be the third string and he your 13th overall pick in the first round? I don't want to hear talking about, oh, he just give him time to develop. Like I told y'all last night, it ain't no pressure on Ty Simpson. So what's the point if the Browns would have drafted Ty Simpson and he would have been the immediate starter? If the Rams taking him and they got an MVP quarterback and they telling you he's not ready, what you think would have happened if the Browns would have drafted him? He wouldn't have been ready. So I got to thinking again. And y'all know me, for the ones that do. I got to thinking, what is the opposite of collusion? What is the opposite of collusion? Because we know Shedeur got colluded against and fell to the 5th round. But it seems like Ty Simpson was the opposite. He didn't get colluded against. The only word that I can come up with, he got boosted. It wasn't, is y'all seen the body language? And I want to show y'all that clip again. Let me find the other one, because I want y'all to see the whole room in that draft room. The whole room. Yeah, it was on that one. The whole room behind Les Snead when he called Ty Simpson and told him, we gonna pick you. And y'all already done seen the Cleveland Browns, how they reacted. Jimmy Haslam, not Jimmy Haslam, WJ, JW, I mean, Todd Monken and Andrew Berry. You seen how they reacted when they picked their first round picks. This man back there on his phone. Don't nobody seem like they was in on this pick and they wanted to pick him. This lady right here smiling because it looked like she looking at Sean McVay and how mad he is. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together to make 4. Don't nobody seem excited. I don't know if y'all noticed it the first time, but I'm telling you, Sean McVay wasn't even over there. This man wasn't even over there. You knew you were about to call him. Y'all was on the clock. You were about to pick him. You knew it, and you wasn't even on there.
Coach,
How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. Well, congratulations, man. Excited to get to work with you. It's going to be a lot of fun, buddy.
Let's go make history, Coach.
Yeah. No, and
It just seemed like to me it was a fourth pick. It seemed like to me it was a fourth pick. Miss Janet, appreciate you. Cash App was sent. Congratulations. I appreciate it. I'll check it in a minute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your dad had connection, but it was an issue with Shedeur. Exactly. But that ain't even that. Because if you remember, they had said that Ty Simpson got a first round promise from some teams. Where they do that at? When they start promising players, they're gonna get drafted in the first round. You shouldn't have to promise a player you're gonna draft them in the first round. Your talent should let you see that that player deserves to be drafted in the first round, not a promise. So he's saying, let's make history, coach. Yeah, no. I got Matthew Stafford, a vet that I already won a Super Bowl with, and we probably could have went to the Super Bowl again if the Seahawks didn't get in our way. And you want me to spend my 13th overall pick on a player that ain't gonna help me? That's a wasted draft pick, man. And I'm telling you right now, I hope Ty Simpson become one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history, because the Rams and the way they operate that I done seen since Sean McVay been there, they don't make picks like this. They don't make picks like this. This is an outlier. And like I said, the only word I can come with the true opposite of that Shedeur angle flip was boosted, elevated prospect, drafted on influence, fast-tracked, protected prospect, manufactured top pick. That's probably the main one. Narrative plus media plus front office, it wasn't no alignment. But I was just looking for some words to describe how I don't think Sean McVay wanted to draft Ty Simpson with 15 starts and need a lot of development. I don't even think Ty Simpson, let alone went that high in the early teens. He shouldn't even been drafted in the first round. But like I told y'all, man, Cleveland media is 0 for 17. They 0 for 17. Look, I don't know what's going on because the Alabama Crimson Tide, they extended the head coach for 7 years. I don't know what they seen, what he done told them, or what trans he done put on them, because he ain't Nick Saban. And if they see that in him, then oh well, they see something I don't know, because they with him every day. But this was one of the, you could say Alabama made it to the college football playoff, but they were one of the worst Alabama teams I done seen in a long time. Because when Nick Saban left, he took something with him, and I don't know what he took. I don't know what he took. He played a year of college, and he a 13th overall pick. Meanwhile, Shedeur putting up crazy numbers, breaking hundreds of records in 2 years, and he don't even go first round. This is crazy, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. It's crazy. But like I said, I ain't bitter. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together to make 4, because it don't make no sense to me. And then these picks they got 2nd round, 3rd round, 6th round, and 3 7th rounders. Like I said, man, it was plenty of other players on the board they could have got to help their team right now. They could have ended up getting Makai Lemon, man. Like, I was really thinking Makai was about to go to the Rams, because just the think about it now. I ain't no Rams fan or nothing, but I'm just thinking about having Matt Stafford, having the draft class next year in 2027, to where all these quarterbacks that's getting highly touted gonna be in that draft. And no matter where you finish it in this coming up year, you could probably get one of them players, one of them quarterbacks in the 1st round next year. But they go reach on a Ty Simpson that ain't better than Dylan Gabriel. I just don't get it. That's why I think the pick was forced. It was influenced. It was boosted. It was whatever word. Elevated prospect, fast track, protected prospect, draft influenced. I think it was one of those, man. I just think it was one of those. That's just my spiel on it, but I'm done with that now. But last thing before we get off, man, I want to hear these draft calls with these players, Spencer Fano and KC Concepcion. I'm gonna start saying Concepcion. Y'all know I'm country folk. With the Browns drafted tonight. We're gonna get to that later. That's why I said come back at 6:45 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be right here live back on Money Man. You already know, for the draft, just like we did last night, man. I appreciate the ones that showed up, but we're gonna do it again tonight, and then we're gonna do it again tomorrow morning, even though I ain't gonna be on as long as I would. I ain't gonna be on for the whole draft tomorrow morning, but we will be on to see what the Browns do in that 4th round, to see what happened, who they pick, because I want to see where Sterling go. Hopefully he might go tonight, and hopefully the Browns pick him up, unless they draft somebody else in the 2nd round, in the early 3rd round. But man, I think the Cleveland Browns gonna draft another receiver and maybe another lineman, and maybe one defensive player, because they got 3 picks tonight after they traded back with the Chiefs to get Fano right here, Spencer. But we're going to listen to it real quick.
Just what was your reaction when you heard the call from the Browns, and what's it been like in these last 10, 15 minutes?
Oh, my gosh. I was sitting there, and then I saw a FaceTime call from Megan Rock, and I just started crying. that was my initial reaction. And then I'm just so excited to get to work, man. I'm so excited to get to work, and I'm so grateful for everybody there believing in me. So I'm ready to get to work.
Hey, Spencer, I know you mostly played right tackle, but you did play left tackle to start your career at Utah. Just talk about the potential of playing either side of the line of the line, and also just the challenges that go from going right to left or left to right.
Shoot, for me, I've been blessed to. I mean, in practices, even when I was at right tackle, I took reps at left. The challenge really is, I've always told everybody I feel more comfortable where I'm taking the reps. So I'm just going to be taking, based on what I've been told, I'm going to be taking strictly left tackle reps to get ready for the season.
Hey, Spencer, congratulations. We know Todd Monken was just in here. He mentioned you came in for a top 30 visit. Just what were your interactions like with the Browns during the pre-draft process? And what are you most excited about playing in Todd Monken's offense?
My pre-draft process with the Browns, I feel like, has been really special. I mean, I drove there straight from Indy, straight from the combine, and I was the first person in there. So I feel like that alone told me how much how they viewed me, and that's I don't know. I feel really, really blessed. I'm so excited to be able to play for Coach Monken and get to work.
Hey, Spencer, what are your impressions of Shedeur Sanders, and what will be blocking for him for the next 5 years or so?
I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. Me and him, we went 1-1 in our college career. I won one save and I lost the last one. So I'm really excited.
Spencer, what do you make of stepping into a role that was filled by Hall of Famer Joe Thomas for so many years? What do you know about Joe? And are you looking forward to sort of maybe being mentored by him and coached up by him a little bit?
Yes, I mean, this is pretty. I'm pretty starstruck to not hear him. I'll be able to meet him. Whenever anyone asks me who the greatest tackle of all time is, I say Joe Thomas. Yeah, I know. I feel like I know a good amount about him. It was 10 years where he didn't miss a step. Didn't miss a snap. So I've been able to learn from, and then not only 10 years, but not missing a snap, playing the way he did. I'm really, really grateful and excited to be able to learn from him.
Spencer, just wanted to ask about making the move for you. Todd, we heard from Todd Monken, and he said they want you to obviously be the left tackle. So making that move back after you played there as a true freshman, number one. And I guess, what did you make throughout this draft process of all the discussion about, you possibly moving to the interior and being very flexible? What did you make of all of that?
I've just been ready. I've just in my training, I've been taking snaps at every position because depending on the team that chose me, I could have been any one of them. So I'm super grateful to be the left tackle for Cleveland Browns. I mean, I'm pumped. I'm so pumped.
Anybody else?
I'm telling y'all, man, they stayed on the phone call with a 5th round pick last year for over 20 minutes. The same folk now that just interviewed Spencer Fano stayed on the phone with a 5th round quarterback for over 20 minutes, asking him questions. It just baffles me, man. I'm just saying. Just crazy. It's here from KC, man.
Hey, KC, just wanted to ask you about your versatility, playing inside and out, and as well as the, your special teams work in the return game, and just how much was that attractive when you would talk to the Browns, when in your feedback from them?
Yeah, it was very, very tight. They wanted me. They wanted me to be able to, move around, everywhere, and be that guy in the, return game.
Hey, Casey, just wanted to ask, not your side of the ball, obviously, but being from Texas A&M, what do you think it's going to be like to be teammates with another Aggie and Myles Garrett?
Oh, man, it's going to be amazing, have somebody who has came from my same alma mater, and be able to have that a role model. Now that.
Hey, KC, what would you want to tell Browns fans are your strengths as a wide receiver?
I'm versatile. I make plays. I can play. Anywhere. I can run. Any route. Whenever I get there, you guys are going to be getting a dog all over the field.
Hey, KC, when did you know that the Browns were really interested in you, and how did the pre-draft process go with visits and those meetings?
Yeah, I would say after I had left the Browns, I was like the Browns were are pretty interested and they let me know I was very high on their boards, so I knew that if I knew that if I had failed to them it was gonna be a very likely chance that I would end up on the Browns.
Hey, Casey, I know you made a point in sort of writing that letter to all the GMs here leading up to the draft and just kind of sharing, who you are and what they're getting in a player. Why was that important to you? And what's your message to Browns fans?
I mean, my message to Browns fans is, get your popcorn ready. I'm ready right now. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to, I'm ready to, change, the organization.
Hey, Casey. I know one of the things about you, throughout the draft process was some of the drops that you had last year. And I know you ran the gauntlet really well. Just what is maybe the keys for you to make sure that, the drops aren't an issue in the NFL?
Yes, sir. After the season, I worked, nonstop at it. I knew that, I knew that, thank you. I knew that, I have had, some, controversy drops. So, back in the season, all season, during the season, I am going to work non-stop. So to fix that.
Casey, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the Browns receiving core very much, but how excited will you be to work with, tight end Harold Fannin and Isaiah Bond, Jerry Jeudy? What kind of receiving core do you think that you guys can have this season?
We're going to be, in a special offense, everybody, everybody has, everybody has a different, a strengths. So, I just feel like, if we can all, put it together, thank you. I just feel like if we can all, put it together, we will definitely be a explosive offense.
KC, I commend you because, man, I had a stuttering problem and I had to go through therapy as a young person to overcome it. When you get to Cleveland, will you be able to talk to young folks who don't speak often because of the stuttering? Will you be able to talk to them and kind of encourage them to be able to be more vocal?
Of course, always, I want to be that, for the role model
like, that you. I want to be the role model. I want to be the role model that everybody looking to, and and just be and just be that outlet for everybody.
Thank you, KC.
There it is right there, man. I did this real quick just to see what they could do. And this might be something right here, man, that Cleveland might do. They might go guard, receiver, D lineman. They just something I look threw together right there with the third round, the second and third round. I only did them 3 picks that we gonna pick tonight. With the Browns gonna pick tonight, but who knows, man? I don't know where Cleveland might go. But if they can get this dude, Emmanuel, this guard right here, I think that would be another good addition to get him as an inside player. Then they can rotate one of them vet receiver, one of them vet offensive linemen to tackle the other guard if they needed to, or have Jenkins play center if they need to, if they draft this guard right here, man. But we're going to see what they do tonight. Like I said, 6:45, we're going back live tonight for the draft, the second and third round, to see who the Browns pick, and also the Atlanta Falcons on the Dirty Bird Savages channel. So just know I'm gonna be switching hats when the Falcons get ready to pick. I'm gonna switch hats and keep the Cleveland Brown hat on up until 39. But there it is right there, man. Once again, I appreciate y'all for coming. Don't forget the album is still out. You can go download the Renewed Gospel album and just type in Money Man You Already Know on any platform with no space in between the Money Man that you already know. So you can get that right there. Oh, they already up, man. Look at this. I was just about to get all this praise.
I got my dad, my mom, my beautiful girlfriend. My dad, he's the one that
I guess we about to stay on.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just, a blessing, honestly. It's just, a dream come true, honestly. And when, and when I heard my name called, it was just, excitement.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, I feel like, just gotta be honest. One of my first thoughts was I don't have to play Myles Garrett on Sundays, so that's something to be excited about in itself. But I mean, just to be here, be with these teammates, to be able to play for these fans, it's an honor.
To follow up on that, I mean, left tackle come through here before and talk about going up against Myles and that challenge that it is. How much are you looking forward to getting that opportunity in training camp practices even?
I'm so excited. I mean, I feel like there's no better way for me to get better than going against someone like that. I mean, just maybe the best player in the world. So to go against him every day is going to be a blessing.
You guys, you talk about versatility, positional versatility. How much more important is that becoming in football, that you're not just a left tackle or a right tackle or an outside receiver? How much more important do you feel like it's becoming in the game?
Yeah, it's much more important now. The more things you can do, the better your value is. The faster you learn, the more plays you get. Being able to play, all across the field, it's just gonna, open up, many more opportunities.
Yeah, and you never know what's going to happen on the football field. Like, someone could go down. I think it's a good thing to be able to fill in wherever I need to. Yeah, it's a big thing. And then not only that, is that knowing how to play multiple different positions just broadens, or I don't know, it broadens your knowledge on the game itself, on how every play works. So I feel like there's nothing but positives that come with knowing multiple positions.
You were probably playing when games that Shedeur Sanders was playing.
Yes, sir.
But have you had a chance to watch him play, and what will it be like to catch?
Yes, sir. So I actually got kind of like story. So whenever I had entered the transfer portal my after my sophomore season, I had actually went down to Colorado and and met Shedeur. He's a great guy, a great leader. Just I just cannot build that relationship, build that and build that connection with them.
What was it like for you to hear Andrew Berry say to you on the phone yesterday during your draft call that they expect you to be their left tackle, their franchise left tackle of the future?
I mean, sure, I'm ready. Or I feel like it's such a cool thing to be believed in, and I'm not one that likes to let people down. So
Andrew told us not to be fooled by your personality. I think he said don't be fooled by your kindness. Was there a switch that just flips with you when you step on the field?
I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that. I don't know. There's just something about. I don't know. There's something about just. I don't know. That's a little corny. So let me think of something else. All right. But it's like the same saying that there's no greater joy of moving a man from point A to point B against his will. And there's really nothing like it. You know, when you're just pushing a guy back, he's like swinging at your arms. Like, there's no feeling like that. And then to be able to put someone in the dirt, it's awesome.
Joe Thomas a little bit yesterday. First of all, has he reached out to you yet since you've been drafted?
No. But
what drew you to him when you're growing up watching left tackles, and what stood out about his game where you just called him the best of all time?
Well, I mean, I feel like a big thing about him is this that I saw. I feel like it's a really big character thing too, is the fact that he played 10 years and didn't miss a snap. I feel like that was like the biggest thing at first, where it was like, I think that's insane because there's no way that he got through 10 seasons healthy, and the fact that he never missed a snap, I think that just as like when I was younger too, showed me like his character, and how well he played those 10 seasons too, or his whole career. To me, it's kind of undeniable. It's the greatest of all time.
Reading that letter you wrote to GM, and you called yourself, you said you're the best receiver in the draft class. I guess what makes you say that? What gives you that confidence to say that?
Like I said before, I'm very confident. I feel like I feel like I am I feel like I am the most versatile. I feel like I feel like I feel like I am the I feel like I am the best playmaker about a group, but everybody is amazing. Everybody everybody has everybody has their everybody has things that everybody has their things that that everybody does well. So
Just address the fact that Andrew Berry, when he talked to us, he told us that after he read your letter, that he actually picked up the phone and called you to tell you just how much that moved him. What did it mean to you to hear from him in those words when you weren't even sure if you were going to be here or not? And, how did you feel about that?
it meant a lot. Just having him read the letter, him and him reaching out, and showing love and support.
This obviously you're taking in the experience of being drafted by a team. You still do that, but how eager are you for the next step of getting to work on these practice fields and taking part of rookie minicamp and really getting to fit into this organization?
Yeah, I'm excited. So, because I know there's gonna be a learning curve. I mean, I'm going against dudes that are bigger, faster, stronger than guys that we're going against. So I'm excited to be able to take that challenge head on and just get better.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just ready to work. Also, I'm ready to compete. I'm ready to compete. I love competing. So honestly, I'm just, eager, excited. I'm ready to get to work.
There was a report that you had like a knee scope in
Mhm.
March. Just how you feeling, physically, and you think you'll be like ready to go for
Yeah, I had a knee scope March 12th. I think about 5 weeks out. I feel great. I'm back running. I'm back running routes. I'm back lifting. So by the time the rookie minicamp comes, like I'm ready to go.
About football stuff, but talk about some of the people that you have that you brought here, kind of the influence they played in you getting to this point.
Yeah, I just brought my fiance, my beautiful fiance Sammy. I would have my parents here, but my brother's in the draft as well, so they're at home with him. But just so I'll speak as if my parents were here as well. Both my parents just sacrificed everything all growing up for me to get to where I'm at today. Yeah, there was no sacrifice too great for them. And then she's just been the greatest support of my life. Sure, there was some dog days, some days that I was real sick during the season, and she was the one nursing me. So, yeah, I've just had a lot of incredible support.
Yeah. So above there, I got my dad, my mom, my beautiful girlfriend. My dad, he's the one that he put the football in my hand. Since 4 years old. He just he's just been that person who motivates me, who pushes me to my limits. My mom, the sacrifices she had to make. I got 4 little brothers in the house, so it was just seeing her sacrifice a lot. It meant a lot, and my girlfriend, she has been nothing but supportive. Yeah, she's just been the greatest supporter, a shoulder to lean on, and an outlet to talk to.
Can you talk about the fact that I've been watching some of your film and your tape, and your route running is obviously one of your strengths, and you're joining Jerry Judy here, who is also a great route runner and prides himself on that. Have you watched some of Jerry? Have you watched Jerry film at all?
Of course.
About him as a route runner and how you guys might be together in that way.
Yeah. Of course, growing up, Alabama, it was a powerhouse. Just seeing those guys, be there, and dominate. So, once I'm finally able to get to, meet him, you know, and pick his brain, I feel like me and his game are going to complement each other very, very well.
There's been a lot said with some of the new offensive linemen that have come in this offseason about George Warhop and kind of what he brings to the table as a coach. Just how much were you able to, if at all, interface with him during the pre-draft process, and how excited are you to work on him?
I was able to meet him at the combine and on my 30 visit, and it's been awesome. It's been really awesome to get to know him, meet him. Just talking with him, I already know. I already tell what kind of coach he is. He's definitely an old school type of coach, a very hardcore type of coach, and that's all I've had. So I think that'll be awesome.
So, lifelong dream for both you guys. I'm just curious, when you were a kid, what part of it did you dream about? Was it playing? Was it hearing your name called? What was it?
I would say, just playing, honestly. It really didn't matter, if I got my name called or not. Just being able to, just being able to play the game, just being able to play the game that I have loved, since a kid, honestly.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I feel like every part of it has been my dream. Hearing my name called, I mean, even being here, I feel like is a dream to me. And getting out to play on Sundays, I'm really grateful because I feel like just every day I'm out here, I'm in this league, is going to be like I'm living my dream, as I am.
question would be for both of you as well, and that is, it's not every year that you have 2 first-round picks. So, I mean, have you guys kind of had a chance to sort of talk to each other a little bit about how you can be a huge part of the evolution or the transformation of this offense, and kind of Andrew Berry was saying that, you know, culture setters and things like that. So do you feel like you can be part of something big here to get this thing turned around?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do
let's
it.
do it. Yeah, like really like, you know, we really like, you know, just met, you know, so you know, just, you know, coming in, you know, together, and just, you know, and just, you know, and leaning on each other, you know, help each other out, you know, and just, you know, and just, you know, and just, you know, and just establishing, you know, that brotherhood, honestly.
You were a kid growing up playing. Did you pretend you were some receiver, like whoever it might be?
Now, so actually, I actually grew up playing a quarterback. Honestly, I didn't start playing receiver until my 9th grade year in high school. But I mean, growing up, I used to watch a lot of Tavon Austin. Yeah, you know, you know, back then, you know, his, you know, his, you know, college highlights were, you know, were legendary.
Big deal made about your arm length and the whole pre-draft process. And at any time were you worried that was gonna move you down the board or keep you from playing tackle at this level?
Nah, it's been confusing. We were talking to someone before. It's like, shoot, I don't even know what my real arm length is. I mean, we had measured like 32 and 1/8. Freaking pro day was different. Here, when I came on with 30 visit, it was 33. Was it the Steelers? It was 33. I don't know what it's like to have 35-inch arms, and it hasn't made too much of a difference. So
That's an overrated aspect in the NFL draft combine process.
I mean, I feel like I'm sure it has something to do with it. I mean, I don't think people would make such a big deal out of it if it wasn't a thing. But I don't think anyone has the athleticism and the feet that I have. So I think in my case, I don't think it makes a big difference.
Yesterday, Andrew mentioned too that they thought you were the best punt returner in the class. Just how have you embraced that part of the game, and are you looking forward to making waves here?
Oh yeah, always. You know, it's just, you know, it's just, you know, it is just another way I can, you know, impact the game. You know, you know, you know, it changed the game. It just it just honestly adds on, you know, to my value.
How about the fact that you are joining an offensive line that's in the middle of a complete massive overhaul, and that pretty much everybody at every single position is going to be new and different? How might that benefit you, you know, to just kind of be on the ground floor of a startup line?
I feel like, I don't know, it's gonna be exciting. I mean, it's gonna be. It'll be really fun to have all of us time, so we can all kind of build relationships at the same time. I don't know. It's cool not going into a room where everyone's already, I don't know, set in stone. To be able to go in a room where we can all build relationships at the same time, and I'm excited to be everybody's shadow, to kind of learn how to be great in this league.
What about the draft process, talking to the Browns, meeting with the Browns, and then being drafted by the Browns? Has you excited about the city, about the organization? What gets you excited to be here?
I mean, honestly, you know, just, you know, the relationships, you know, everybody, you know, inside the building, you know, from what I can see, it's close. It feels like, you know, a family environment. So, you know, so, you know, so, you know, just being able to be in that type of environment.
Yeah, and then my 2 favorite things so far have been, first, definitely the relationships. I mean, meeting Coach Monken was so cool. He's a great man, great coach. meeting with Coach Hop. I mean, I'm so excited to play for him. And my second favorite thing has actually just been the traffic here. It's been unbelievable. I was here at 5 p.m. during my my 30, and then there was nothing. There was nothing. There was like just straight green lights. So I was like, yeah, that was unbelievable.
Was there a moment for either one of you guys during your visit that you thought, wow, this could be my landing spot?
I would say probably I would say my walkthrough after we had our walkthrough we we shot like hoops. It was just bonding more, getting to know each other more, and I feel like after that it was I felt like after that it was a strong possibility that if I was there at 24, I could become a Cleveland Brown for sure.
Yeah, and I drove here straight after straight from the combine. They drove me here. I feel like that alone, I thought it was pretty cool, and I could see myself being here.
The arm length stuff, the one nitpick on you has been the drops. How do you ease those concerns when someone brings them up to you?
I mean, I just accept it. I have had drops, but it's more so it is more so concentration. Just focusing on the ball. So I've been working nonstop at it every day. So it's gonna get fixed for sure.
Last one about stepping into a quarterback competition. So both of you guys are going to be, part of that. You probably haven't had a whole lot of time to think about that yet, but what do you kind of know so far a little bit maybe about Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, and how maybe exciting is it to see this whole thing play out?
I mean, just as a lineman, it's I'm excited to play to play in front of either of them. I mean, it's so funny hearing Deshaun Watson. It's kind of like a celebrity name to me. And then I was able to play against Shedeur in college too. We went 1-on-1. He beat us the year before he left. But to me, it doesn't really matter to me. My job is to block for whoever's back there.
Yeah, I would say both of those guys are legendary. Honestly to me it doesn't matter. It's my job to get open. Catch the ball. So whoever is back there, I'll just I'll just be happy for those guys.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
KC and Spencer, do you want to stand up and hold your jersey?
Mary Kay, man, never fails. Never fails.
What? This is a crazy. This is crazy.
Frank, bro.
They realize it. That's wonderful.
KC, do you want to step down for a second? Sammy, if you want to join Spencer.
Why Mary Kay doing that, man? That's crazy. I did not expect her to look like that. I just had a different vision in my head. Nothing bad. I just didn't expect it. Cause he Samoan or whatever. You got that glitter shirt on. She ain't gonna stop. She need money. Well, he said that he likes Shedeur better than Deshaun. He actually did say that though. Not the fun of the day. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just talking. I'm like Todd Mike. I'm just talking. But nah, he said legendary. He said he think both of them were legendary, but it's only one quarterback that's legendary. Yeah, they might be 0-19. I was just saying 0-17 because how many games they played during the season. That was his dad for real. He came to stunt. But y'all gonna see me, literally. Yeah, he did say legendary a couple times. But he already done met Shedeur, man. He ain't mean Deshaun Watson. So, there it is right there, man. Y'all heard from him. The 2 first-round picks stayed on a little longer. But, yeah, man, there it is right there. You laughing at what? I'm telling you, I'm just saying. Literally, he wanted to be seen. But, yeah, come back. About 3 hours. We gonna be right back at this thing, man. I gotta eat. I'm barely eating these days. It ain't because I'm sick or nothing. I'm just intermittent fasting. I'm trying to lose this weight. That's all it is, man. I'm trying to eat in moderations and not a lot at one time and take in less calories than what I'm eating. Burn more calories than what I'm eating. Calorie deficit. Big word. But it is what it is, man. And I appreciate y'all. Well, I ain't taking no old Ozempic. I ain't 600-pound life. I just need to lose 20. I don't need no Ozempic. Nah, he said that was his girlfriend. KC, he said that was his girlfriend that was with him. I'm just saying. RMJ trying to try folk. Ain't nothing wrong with being on 600-pound life. Them folk trying to get their life right and their life together. Because my aunt, she was big too. Calling for a diet. Eat straight nothing but meat. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I can't do just eat straight meat. It make your ass hard. You gotta take some Miralax and some other stuff to clean your eye, and it be hard. I can't eat straight meat, bro. I gotta throw some vegetables in there. Gotta have them vegetables. Never even thought about taking Ozempic. Never even thought about it. Y'all laugh. I'm here for real. Like that man don't. I was taking black seed oil. I had stopped though. I had took it for like 3 months straight. I don't eat oatmeal like that, Jamel. I'm just saying. I eat an oatmeal pie. I can't eat oatmeal just straight regular. I don't know. That's just me. I can't eat it. I can't eat it straight regular, man. Oatmeal, that ain't my thing. Unless it's the oatmeal pie with that cream, that sugar cream in between, I can't eat it. I can eat an oatmeal cookie. Cause I love cookies. That's my problem. I got the whole thing of chocolate chip down there now. I might eat these Honey Nut Cheerios right now. I got my 2% milk. I'm about to eat these Honey Nut Cheerios. What the Brian just said. What they just said. I done got off all this, man. I done closed everything down. I'm trying to get off. Y'all about to see me in 3 more hours. What they just said. They just said all this. What they just did. Oxtail. I don't eat oxtail. And I only like honey nut. No diddy. Them little Debbie's never fail. I'm telling you. The thing to get me though, that I ain't seen in a minute, them Lance honey buns. With the icing, I used to buy one every day when I was in school. I appreciate it, no matter. Yeah, I know, bro. Sugar is the problem. I know it, but I can't help it. I got a sweet tooth. High fiber food. Yeah, I know it. That's why I'm trying to eat my Honey Nut Cheerios and my vegetables, my greens. I can eat broccoli all day, as long as it's steamed. Them lands ought to crack. Yeah, I'm telling you, but I ain't seen them no more. Not down here where I stay. I can't find lands, nothing no more. You gotta chill all that bad stuff. Get up to you. What bad stuff? I just said I eat chocolate chip cookies. That's it. I've been cutting back, man. I'm about to cook now. That's why I'm been trying to get off. I got some turkey meat. I might have to go live and show y'all me, show me cooking. Yeah, lamb made them good snack, man. But I'm telling you, them honey buns with that all that ice glaze on the top. Warm it up a little bit. You hear me? Get that chocolate chip cookie, put it in the bowl. Get that private selection cookies and cream, ice cream. Warm that cookie up a little bit. Pour that ice cream on top. I'm getting off. Well, you got a brownie. I got one brownie left. My mama had cooked some brownies. They past weekend. We don't eat them all the time now. I don't want to hear none of that. We don't eat them all the time. But you want that brownie up, put that same ice cream on top. If y'all ain't had no ice cream, if you ain't had private selection ice cream, you can only buy it in Kroger. It's private selection. Hence the name. You can only buy it in Kroger. I do 15 seconds. Like mine a little steaming. So then when I put the ice cream on top, it cool it down. It just tastes a little bit better. Fell out the wagon. You fell out the wagon. I hope you didn't. You ain't breaking that, did you? Stop on 100 bun. Y'all about to go, Bishop about to go get him with 100 bun right now. I don't eat, I ain't no pork chop. And forever, but I grew up on that pig though. I quit eating it. I barely eat bacon now. I eat it every chance I get though, but I don't eat it like that all the time. No, but I ain't had no rib, no pork chop, no pulled pork, no bacon like that. I ain't had none of that, bro. I done cut it down. I done cut down them that type eating a lot the past 5 years. Really, yeah, about 5 years. I've been cutting down on that. Straight in the air fryer. Yeah, we put cooking in the air fryer. I could put it in the oven sometime. Fried ice cream donut. You telling me not to eat this stuff, but then you talking about fried ice cream donuts. What? Let that plastic bubble up on a honey bun in the microwave. That boy food. I'm telling you, it ain't even gonna last that long. I'll put it in a 15 seconds. Get that paper towel, peel that plastic back. That beef bacon. You weird. I ain't never had no beef bacon. Nah, smoked beef, ribs, mac and cheese, and yams. Look here, my daddy used to cook them ribs so good. Then he made his own barbecue sauce. Look here. You don't need nothing else on it. It was hot, tangy, and sweet all at the same time. I don't know how I want you to watch him make it, but I can't make it. I don't know I don't know all the ingredients you put in there. He had wrote it down. I can't find it. I don't know where you wrote it down at. I gotta find it. I had to look in them old notebooks. But I'm telling you, tenderism savage and all. Look here. I said I'm country folk, man. They used to kill the hog. It wasn't no processed meat out the stove. We getting the ribs, bacon, pork chops fresh. You to go down there to the hog pen. He pull out the rifle, the hog in the pen, shoot him in the head, put their hook in them, drag them out the pen, go down there and clean them. I'm country folk. Did it. Didn't want to do it, but I had to. Multiple times. That's why I don't eat chitlins now. Chitlins. No, they shitlins. They what the name of shitlins. That's exactly what go through it. Y'all eating on me. Taste good with some hot sauce. Y'all eating that pig feet. Y'all don't even see where you stepping. That pig tail. You don't see what coming out of it. I don't eat none of that. The only thing I eat come from the inside. Pig ears. I done seen folk eat the brain, pig ear, pig feet, pig tail. Y'all nasty. Beef bacon and good. I ain't never had it. I ate bush meat in South Africa, and I'm gonna die. But my daddy used to, I don't know if that's the same thing as press meat, but my daddy used to make that press meat. That mess stank. He had to cook that mess outside. Had in that big boiler. I'm like, this man stink. I know it ain't don't taste good. The root to the tooth. You vegan? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing because you just eat plants. You better put some meat on your bone. You're gonna be out here shriveled up like a plant. No, I can't go vegan though. I like meat too much. No diddy. Rooter to the tooth. Neck bone. I don't eat no neck bone. And pinto bean. You picky. I'm picky too. You don't eat stuff like bush meat as a child. Don't do it as an adult. Never had it. Never will. I done ate some deer sausage on accident. My dad and uncle, they used to make sausage. They make their own sausage too from the hog. So then they had killed, my uncle had killed the deer. They had some deer sausage. My uncle like his sausage spicy. He put all them peppers in there and that sage when they mixing it up, cause they grind the meat. They used to grind the meat and everything in the house. Had a big cooler of meat and they used to sell the sausage. It was good though. It was good. Yeah, it tastes crazy. And then them brown chicken eggs, they taste different from them white eggs now. You won't eat no possum or coon. This is delicious. It was good. It just tastes different. I could tell it wasn't pork. I'm telling you, I could tell it wasn't pork. It wasn't bad, but them brown eggs definitely got different taste. Especially when you get it straight from the chicken. Yeah, we had them too. Go out there and just pick them up. Come in their house and fried. Y'all making me hungry. I'm good now. What you done got? Ronald done went and got some Chick-fil-A. On the eat brown egg. Yeah, you country folk for real. I eat a brown egg, it just tastes different. Let me get all that time, man. Y'all talking about food now. Ostrich taste crazy too. I ain't had no ostrich. They had some emu. My uncle had some emu, and my dad, they had emu down there with that big black egg. I ain't never eat it though. From South Georgia. Nah, I'm from middle. I'm Central Georgia. We just country folk. That's how they grew up. Killing hogs, farming, picking peas, collard greens, watermelon, selling them. Alligator? Nah. The only alligator I want to see is on the TV. Some free range brown egg. That don't mean nothing. Where you get the free range? Free range don't mean nothing. That chicken just out there in the field eating everything. That's all that is. The egg don't make no difference. The one chicken locked up, the other one ain't. That's all the only difference. Then they want to charge you more because it say free range. Ain't no difference in their egg. The only difference is free range. The only difference is you might get a little trash in the egg if you get a free range chicken. That means he out there eating whatever he can find. That's it. So you might get a little, what I mean by trash, it might be a little something in the egg that you need to pick out. Ain't gonna kill you nothing though. That's all. Yeah, y'all ain't know I knew all that. This need to be a member only live. With that squiggly, yo. You know when it got some real. Ronald done went and got a pulled pork plate. You know, went to the barbecue spot and told her I need that pulled pork. Extra barbecue. Give me them barbecue fried too and the bread. Extra salt. Wagyu beef. Yeah, I done had Wagyu. You eat them shitlings. RMJ eat them shitlings. Louisiana ain't frog leg. No, you straight. I can have that over there. Out there in the bayou. Y'all can have all that. The NFL's boys. Ball had played they claw because she do a fall in the dry. They're like wet pea. Wet claw. Yeah, you can eat them shitlings. I forgot y'all older. Y'all done drained the chicken neck and ate the chitlins and hog maw and green beans, tomato, yam, bam. You name it. Man, Robin, you ain't from no Louisiana. You stay in Bama. Why you from Louisiana and stay in Alabama now? Oh, it don't make no sense. No, I don't eat none of that neither, though. I told you what I eat. Yeah, I ain't ate it in a minute. I will eat it, though. There's something about that food that you ain't supposed to eat that good. I don't know. It's like, don't steal my idea. All y'all sitting in the background. Them AIs and all them folk across the water. I know y'all in here. Don't steal my idea now. Did my proof that it getting copyrighted. I'm thinking about doing a fast food health rest place. A healthy fast food. There ain't no healthy fast food out here. And I don't want to hear about no kava and all that mess. That mess nasty. I'm talking about some real good fast food. Y'all ever seen the Christmas movie? What that is? Dang. I forgot the name of it. The Christmas movie. They had the two. They had the first one with the little girl and the brother. And they had went with Santa Claus. The little girl had snuck in his sleigh when he was dropping off the present. But then they had another one. Santa Claus had got locked up, and the boy they had stole the red Hellcat and all that. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about? Then Santa was in jail and he was singing and all that. One of the best Christmas movies I ever seen. But the number two, they got the little black boy and the little girl and the family. They out in Hawaii or somewhere and they on vacation. And then for Christmas, and then Santa, they get took and stolen by one of them fat elves, and he getting revenge or something. And then basically what I'm saying is when they go to Miss Claus and Santa Claus house, they got all these sweets and stuff sitting on the table. But they ain't sweets. The broccoli look like cupcakes. The carrots look like cake. The celery is cookies. You get what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't God make that? Why he couldn't make the good stuff, the healthy stuff? Why all the bad stuff got to be the good stuff that tastes good? Yeah, potential. I ain't figured out how to wet foods and all that yet. What would be the idea of it? But I just brought that to y'all, man. That's like I said, that's supposed to have been a closed members only live session right there. Well, y'all. So if somebody steal my idea, y'all know where it came from. North Carolina in the house. What part? I used to go to school up there. Monroe, Louisiana. So why you said? So you were lying. Okay. You were lying. Okay. It cool. Y'all ain't gonna get my real location neither. Salad would be mandatory. Yup, but you can still have a bad salad now. Just because you got eating a salad don't mean it's healthy. You put all that sour cream and just like you do on your baked potato, put all that cheese. It ain't even healthy no more. Scott and Nick. Scott and the Nick. What? Where you stay? Man, I don't remember that address. I told y'all I ain't no stalker. I don't remember. I don't even know where they email at. I got deleted. That was months ago. She talking about, you remember you sent the shirt to my house. You see what I'm doing. I don't remember everything. You have 3,000 thoughts a day. And you won't remember your address. Let me look at this stock market real quick. Now I want to go up after I sell my option play. NVIDIA want to explode after I sell my option. Sold my option yesterday. Now it want to explode. Jackson, Mississippi. You was out there at Jackson State. Let me get on, man. Y'all, I'm supposed to be managing my time. Hope County, Rayford. No, I was in Murfreesboro. Yeah, AMD gapped up. I looked at that, man. I'm like, what happened? What the news is? Hey, Jamel, send me a report, man. I appreciate it. You know, I ain't paid for Claude yet. I ain't got money for all that right now. You big baller, though. But, yeah, it's still up there. AMD hit 352. What made it gap up? AMD? Yeah. I need to know where it made it gap up. It gapped up hard. I be looking at the daily chart. It gapped up hard. But I was on watching Stock Up with Larry Jones in the morning, and I had joined his little money moves where he do the plays and stuff. He would live stream trading. And man, I had took a package back to UPS and missed the entry on NVIDIA, man. I missed the entry, man. And then Keenan Grace, another dude I watched, he talked about AMD last night. He made a video about AMD last night. I ain't even got AMD, man. I should have bought AMD when they were talking about when it was $70. I ain't even touch it. I was all in on NVIDIA. Man. But they cool. One of those banging on your way out. Yeah, I got you. I'm about to get on, man. Y'all got to subscribe to Brown Time Opulence to get that YouTube channel that's stocking crypto. Cause Bitcoin look like it might crash, but I don't know. They talking about peace talks and all this. That's probably why the market ran up. Vanguard done did they ETF stock split. Y'all need to build y'all foundation and get them. Then y'all know here done made me hungry talking about food. You got in at 150, man. I was looking at AMD at Chris Sang. He made a video talking about AMD too. He made a video like last week talking about AMD, talking about how they gonna explode. I ain't had no more money left. I already had them options. All my money was in the options I had, and I just got the money. I just sold yesterday, so now the money back active today, and then AMD run up. I'm like, that's great. The next best thing on the way. Yeah, it is. Son of a report. Appreciate you. He got entitled. Who? I'm about to get all this night, man. I appreciate y'all for talking with. Come back. It's 6:45. Market jet closed too. Call your weekend. I might generate one, but you'll be cleaner. My little free Claude, you get 3 on free a day. I'm about to do it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little advice on the way out. If you ain't got $1,200 saved up in a savings account or at least 6 months worth of expenses, you need to start working on it right now. I ain't got it, but I'm telling y'all to get it. But I'm just saying. Get my nephew playing video start while he's a year old, baby. Yeah, you need to get that now. I ain't saying today. Like today, wait till it go red, then buy it. I always buy on a red day. But if you planning on holding till he 65, then yo, you can go start buying now. It don't even gonna matter. I don't need them. I'm just saying, get a high yield, yeah, Discovery, Ally, Betterment. That's an app. They got some high yield savings account. I like my money moving fast though. So I get in our stock option. I was up $1,200 in 2 weeks. I was up $1,200. I showed it on Brown Time Options and everything. And then Tesla earnings happened. Tesla fell. He kicked me out because I had my stop loss set. And then that was yesterday. And then I looked at the other two. I'm like, man, they about to come down. So I sold my other two options. I had Microsoft and NVIDIA option, call option. I sold both of them. I still got my Apple. I still got 3 Apple calls. But they ain't no big call options. But they making about $34 right now. I guess I'm gonna hold on to them until closer to the Apple earnings and see what happened. But man, I should have got out of that Tesla. In fact, you gonna be a dope boy. This said, look, and Jamel, he'll tell you, they might as well be the dope gang. The way how crooked they is, how crooked these folk is playing this stock market. That's why. What you think Trump doing? What you think they talking about insider trading and all that? They might as well be the dope gang. It's just legal, and they playing it. While y'all up here arguing and worried about what Trump ain't doing and what he ain't saying and what he is saying, they got there making money on everything he say while you up there complaining. He talking about he gonna attack them folk, the stock market drop. He do a taco trade. Trump always chickens out. Trump say he gonna blow them folk up, and he backtrack. He say he gonna blow them folk up. Stock market go down. Then he take it back. I'm not gonna do anything. Stock market run back up. What you thought they did when that stock market went down? Them folk bet $950 million. They bet $950 million. Think about that. You ain't even got you can't even say 950 million. You ain't even got $950. And they betting 950 million and making money while we up here struggling. That's why you need to know financial literacy. But I appreciate y'all for coming. Yeah, you sure do. Hey, Jamel, you heard of Unusual Whales? You might need to check them out. They like a stock market, a stock screener for options and stuff. I don't know if you heard of them, but check them out. Yeah, Unusual Whales. It's a website, but they do got a X and all that too. I used to be in it, but I didn't know what I was looking at. So I felt like I was wasting my money, but I'm gonna jump back in. But like they got all the option plays. They give you alerts when somebody buy a big chunk, like let's just say like Nancy Pelosi, she bought this stock right here. They'll notify you when somebody buys like a big number of the stock option or whatever. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I'll give y'all one on the way out. Let me go through the valley. Appreciate y'all. Come back. Sneak peek 45.
Talk to me, Lord. If you brought me to it, you walk me through it. Amen.